Well, happy weigh-in Sunday, everybody. I'm Debbie OMAD, and I have been doing intermittent fasting and OMAD, which is one meal a day, for just over a year now. You will notice that my daughter, my cohort in crime, is not here today. Um, she's out with a couple friends, and they're out exploring, walking around, driving around, just to get out of the house for a bit. So I'm gonna. She's told me to go ahead and do the video, and she'll be on it next week. But we didn't have good news to report this week, anyways. So if you're on my Facebook channel, which is called "We Will Do This Together," Debbie Omad, I posted earlier this week. So if you're on my Facebook, you saw that post, and you know I didn't do great this week. But before we go any further, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to get these numbers up. So hit that little thumbs up button down below here and subscribe. Please, 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 please subscribe if you haven't already. And for those of you that are subscribed and have been following me for the last year and have been sharing your journey, and we've been doing this together, which is my catchphrase, you guys. We will do this together. That was mine long before the president used it. Okay, I'm just saying. I did not have a great week. This whole quarantine, this whole shutdown. Most of you know I live in Nevada. I'm about 20 minutes or so from the Strip in a town called Henderson, which is like a suburb, if you will, of Vegas. And it is eerie, guys. It is so eerie to have Vegas shut down. I mean, it is shut down. Shut down, okay? Nothing is open on the Strip. Nothing. All the hotels, casinos, resorts, everything is closed. It's a ghost town. It's really creepy. But as it should be, right? Because we all want to stay safe and not spread this virus. And I'm sure every one of your towns is the same way. I guess it's a little bit more pronounced when you live in a tourist area where it's always happened, because Vegas is 24/7. Not anymore. So it's kind of creepy. And I think you all know that I work from home, so I'm quite used to being home all the time, and sitting in front of the computer, because that's what I do for a living. I do. I'm a trainer and a software trainer, and also I do tech support. So I'm always behind the computer. So my life hasn't changed that dramatically this past week, as I'm sure many of yours has changed a lot. So for me, it was more of the, I guess you would say, emotional response. Fear. Yeah, I think I would call it fear of the unknown, of this weirdness that's happening, the world that we're in right now, the situation that we're in right now. It was a little freaky for me, and as I'm sure it is for all of us, not just me, of course. And I reacted to that by eating. Yes, I did. I went back to my old habits of emotional eating. You would think after a year that I would have licked that problem, but no. I guess I didn't, because this week I did. I ate. I ate outside my window. I ate 2, 3, 4 times in a day. I totally overindulged. I did. I totally did. That's not virus. Don't worry. But yeah, it's just been really weird. It's just really, really, really weird for me and for all of you, I'm sure. We're all living in a period of time that's just so foreign. I mean, it's not anything that any of us have ever been through before, where the whole town, the whole city, the whole country, and all of the countries shut down. It can be a little overwhelming, to say the least. And for many of you, I know you're home from work and probably going a little crazy, a little stir crazy, a little cabin fever. But later in the week, this past week, it occurred to me what I was doing, and that I was reacting, emotionally eating, and that I needed to get a grip on that. And then, interestingly enough, Joe over at OMAD Revolution did a live video the other night, and I happened to catch it, and I needed that. When I started all this way back a year ago, I had been watching a lot of OMAD Revolution's videos, and I got a lot of my information initially from him. And I also had a one-on-one consult with him, and you know, I learned a lot talking to Joe at OMAD Revolution. And over the course of this year, we've stayed in touch and have done a couple things together. But I don't know. I'm sure he doesn't mind if I mention the fact that he's starting his own a new site, a forum site, because he's a little frustrated with YouTube and other social media platforms that are censoring and are not recognizing free speech, one of our basic rights. So he's starting his own forum website where it's free speech is allowed and there'll be no censorship. And I'm going to help moderate and help him with that. So look forward to that, and I'll give you the link and all that once we have it. But I just thought I'd mention it because he was talking about it the other night, and he's live again today. I don't know what time this video will finally be posted, but he is scheduled to go live today. So if you have time this afternoon, early evening, late afternoon, check that out. Somebody asked me why I don't go live. The way I understand it is you have to have 500 subscribers before you can go live. If that's wrong, somebody correct me, but I do believe that that's the rule on YouTube. So, and I don't have that yet. I have like 350. So if we can get the subscriber numbers up, I'll go live. I have no problem going live and talking to you guys in real time. I would love to do that, but like I said, I don't think I can do that yet. So let me know if you know different. And by all means, get people to subscribe, and we could do live every week, no problem. So that's the story this week. I know that we are all you know, a little bit freaked out by everything that's going on, but we need to just remain calm, err on the side of caution, stay, do our social distancing, and just wait this out, because I think personally, I don't think it's going to last as long as they're predicting, because I think they have to predict worst case scenario, right? So I think it's not going to be as bad as what they're saying, but time will tell. All we can do is wait and see, and that's what we're all doing. So for now, let's look at this as our time for self-reflection, self-inflection, a time to reevaluate how we've been doing and how we want to move forward. And what a great time for fasting, right? Because it's so good for your immune system. It resets things. If you do a longer term fast, like 3 days, 72-hour fast is supposed to totally reset your metabolism. So something to think about. And it's certainly I'm sure a lot of us are having a little bit of a problem in not eating when we're sitting at home and we're bored, right? In fact, I think my little sister posted earlier today about she needs to be quarantined from her refrigerator. I think a lot of us are in that boat right now. But things are going to get back to normal sooner than later, and we just need to be patient and wait for it, because it'll happen. And we will be okay, guys. We will. I know that a lot of my viewers are older, like myself. I'm 57. I'll be 58 this summer, and have underlying health issues. I don't have any underlying health issues at this point. I'm very healthy, but it's still concerning, right? I mean, I did smoke my whole life, so I'm sure I've got lung issues. So I'm trying to really stay inside and just really kind of avoid people because I don't want to put myself in harm's way for unnecessarily, right? Even if this turns out to not be as big a deal as we seem to think it is right now, but even if it turns out not to be, I'd rather err on the side of caution. So I'm not going out. I stay home. That's what I do, and that's what I suggest most of us do, just to be safe. That's all, just to be safe. And I saw the other day on Facebook, somebody said, post if you know somebody personally that has this. Guys, yeah, I do. There are people that have it, but there are also people that have it and don't know they have it. And then there are those that have it that it's just like an upper respiratory thing, and they'll be fine. But everybody is different, like I've been saying for the past year, so you don't know how your body's going to handle it. So don't expose yourself unnecessarily. That's all. And let's keep hope alive, and realize that once this is all over, I would like to believe. I would like to believe that we're really going to come together, that it's going to be a big celebration once this is over and we're not quarantined to our homes anymore and businesses can open and life can go back to normal. But I'm hoping that we have a new normal, one where we're more conscious of our freedoms, of our blessings in our lives, of the things that we take for granted, and we're more grateful, is what I'm hoping, that we come out as a better society because we realize how quickly all of the things that we take for granted can be gone. And it's a really, really rude awakening for a lot of people. So I'm hoping that this stays with us and it changes us just enough to make us nicer people, right? And better to each other. First, personally, I'm very, very feel just so heartfelt emotions about how people are looking out for elders, for the elders of our society. And that really makes me happy because that's a big part of the problem right now, is that the older folks can't fight this off and younger folks can give it to them. So it's nice that we're putting a priority on the older generations because they need it, and they've been here for us all these years. It's our turn, right? And I mean, we're part of that group, but on the downward side of that group, and it makes me feel good to know that we still value our senior citizens as much as we do, and that's awesome. Obviously, I didn't go to church today, but they did do an online service, and I did watch that, so that was uplifting, and I like that. I like the uplifting, hope-filled messages that that I get from the church that I go to, so it's kind of helpful. So tomorrow, being Monday, I'm continuing on, and I'm going to try and do a couple 48s, if not a 72 this week, just to make up for last week where I totally blew it, so I can get back under 140 next weekend, I hope. That's the goal anyways. How are you guys doing? Post below on this video and also on Facebook, and let me know how you guys are handling this quarantine, this whole lockdown, shutdown, and how your town is doing. And hey, do you guys have toilet paper yet? Luckily, we weren't out. We still had a couple packages, so we were okay. But gosh, I found it so funny that the toilet paper was the first thing to go. It was like, really? What's going on with that? I thought that was so weird. But we did see, my daughter went to the store yesterday, and there was a lot more food on the shelves. Still some things are gone, but there's still food coming, guys. They are replenishing the stores. So as long as we still have that going on, we're going to be okay. All right, so let me know how you guys did this week, how you're handling this whole thing, because it's a lot. It's a lot. And I know not everybody can handle situations like this. Well, of course, none of us really know how to handle this one because we've never been through it before, right? But how are you handling it? And I mean, do you want to do more videos? Do you want me to do more videos during this? Do you want to talk more about this? What do you guys need from me? I'm right here. Tell me. I'm open. I'm going to keep this one kind of short right here because I don't really have a lot more to say about it. But I do want everybody to know that you're in my thoughts, you're in my prayers. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we're going to get through this. And we're going to do this together, just like we have for the past year. We're going to continue. But we're going to stick together through this quarantine, too, and we're going to make it through. I know that. I just do. I just know it. We're going to be fine. So let's keep hope alive, and let's remember just how lucky we were in this society and will be again. Love you all. Talk to you next week. Bye.